Yo, what the fuck are you doing, fam? Huh? You weren't supposed to see that. Mate, the camera's running. Of course you're supposed to see that. Uh-oh, that's not good. And watch this. Everyone who's watching this right now is going to screenshot that and send it to you. Oh, no. Please don't send it to me, guys. Howdy, rowdy. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic day. Today, we are rebuilding the Detroit Pistons over 5 years. Yes, I was supposed to do this a couple of days ago. 2K was being a shit. I couldn't simulate past the second season, but it doesn't matter. It's here now. It's a bad sign that I'm out of breath from doing the intro, isn't it? Also, don't mind the tank top. It's a bit warm today. Your boy's pulling out the guns. It's a gun show, alright? I got a license. It's fine. Anyway, let's rebuild the Detroit Pistons over 5 years. We kind of keep it realistic as fuck right now, so if you're interested, like the video. That helps a bunch. Also, if you haven't yet, subscribe. We're trying to hit 25k. What are we at the moment? We're at 21,869. But yeah, we're trying to hit that 25k mark, so if you haven't, press that red button. It'll mean a lot. If you're from TikTok, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Appreciate you. Welcome to longer rebuilds, my guy. But let's get into the video, shall we? So this Pistons team, don't have a whole bunch of ideas, although I will hold on to Cade, Sadiq, Stewart, Diallo if I can as well, and I would like to progress Killian Hayes as well as a nice piece. I know he's not going to be doing too much this season, so hopefully he can progress down the G League. How long do we have him signed up for? I think it's 3 years, isn't it? We haven't signed up for 3 years, so yeah, we'll hold him around. Trey Lyles, I don't care about. Rodney Magruder, don't care. Frank Jackson, he's not bad. We got him for 2 years. He could be a decent rotational piece this year. Same with Saban Lee. Saban, not too big of plans because we do have Killian Hayes progressing, hopefully. And then, yeah, that's really about it. Cade Cunningham is going to be the cornerstone. We're going to try and get another young guy in this year's draft to pair alongside Cunningham. Chet Holmgren would be an ideal match, or Jalen Duran. That'd be all right. We could play one of them at 4. Or if we could be bad the next season, get Victor MyNBA. Don't know yet. For this first season, though, I don't really have much of a plan, you know? I don't really want to make too many trades. I am going to play Diallo at the shooting guard position instead of Rodney Magruder. Rodney Magruder's, of course, getting no minutes for us. I want to give the young guys as many minutes as I can. That includes Frank Jackson, who can be getting like 10 minutes a night. I'm fine with that. Saban can get about 15 over Josh Jackson. I prefer Saban over Josh Jackson, not going to lie, because we have Diallo. He could potentially be a backup small forward for us, so not too much worries on Josh Jackson. Kelly Olynyk, yeah, you're doing all right now, IRL, but we're going to give more minutes to Isaiah Stewart, who I know can potentially average like 20 points a night in 2K. Sadiq Pay can get 30 minutes a night. Diallo can get about 31, and I'm going to make sure Cade's getting about 38 a night. I am going to give more minutes to Sadiq, more to Diallo. I'll give another one to Stewart, and I'll give 2 more to Cade. He can play 40 a night. Of course, Cade Cunningham's going to be our scoring option. Then I'm going to go Isaiah Stewart, and then Diallo. Diallo works for me. And if I'm being honest, I honestly don't care about the freaking system. We're trying to be bad anyway, so we'll just run a defensive system. We'll run it, see what happens this first season. I have a feeling we're going to be pretty bad. I'll see you guys at the end of the season, probably. Hold up. Someone who isn't LeBron wins MVP first season. Hey, Giannis. Same, really. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. That's beautiful. Isaiah Stewart, most improved with 18-10. That's not bad. This year, we went 15-67. And yeah, we were the worst team in the NBA. So that just means we're going to get like the 8th overall pick this year. That's my luck in 2K. We'll have a look at all the stats. Cade dropped 18.7, 5-5 on a steal and a half a game. Nice. Isaiah Stewart, 18-10 and 1.5 a game. And then Jeremy Grant dropped about 16, 5 and 3.5. There's the rest of the stats if you're interested. Honestly, I don't care about the playoffs either, because we're not in them. Oh, do we? We have our pick. I think it's lottery protected, so we should be fine. The Bucks are the champions. Giannis Finals MVP. He's just won back-to-back Finals MVP, by the way. So, draft lottery. We have our pick. It says it's Thunder. If it's in the top 3, I think we keep it. If it's in the top 5, we keep it. We have the 5th overall pick. It hurts my feelings. Could I potentially trade up to like 1 or 2, please? I can't even trade consecutive first-round picks because I have every single restriction turned on. That's right. I forgot to tell you guys that we have literally every single restriction turned on, bro. So we've got our 5th overall pick. We can't trade it, though. Let's have a look. With the number 1 overall pick, who has it? The Timberwolves. They have another 1st overall pick. And guess who they select? AJ Griffin. Interesting. They do have Anthony Edwards, so I don't see what they can play Anthony Edwards at the 2, I suppose. Number 2, the Toronto Raptors. They select Jaden Hardy at shooting guard. Okay. The 2 bigs that we kind of want are still on the board, so we have a 1 in 3 chance of getting him. Spurs, Paolo. I mean, Paolo was probably going to be one of our backup options at the power forward, not going to lie. Number 4, Chet Holmgren. We would have preferred Chet Holmgren. I think Jalen Duran's still here, so we'll probably take him. I mean, I prefer Chet. We can't trade our pick, can we? If we go Kelly and Jeremy Grant, we can get the 6th overall pick, get back-to-back selections. We can get the 9th and Klay Thompson. I don't really like that. If I was going to do a trade, I'd do this, get the 6th overall pick as well. Is it sad that I'm thinking about it? We save a lot of cap. Nah, we won't. Can we do something with just Kelly Olynyk then? Nah, nothing. All right, cool. Looks like we're taking this pick. Jalen Duran, mate, you're going to be our pick at the 5th overall pick. So, yeah, we'll take that. Diallo's coming back. Frank Jackson, Trey Lyles, no. Corey Joseph has accepted that player option. We're trading Corey Joseph ASAP. And we need to free up 15 mil to even come close to signing someone here. We could try and go after Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton and Cade Cunningham backcourt. I think the Cavs would match that, wouldn't they? Straight away, though, Kelly Olynyk, mate, you're gone. Same with Corey Joseph. If we compare these two together, get ourselves something, that'll be ideal, mate. We can get 2 first-round picks that might come in handy later on down the road, not gonna lie. 2 picks from the Thunder. I know they're gonna be pretty decent soon, but hopefully those can pay off for us. We can offer James Harden a deal now. We're not offering James Harden a deal. That doesn't make sense. Whereas Zach LaVine makes a little bit more sense. If we can sign Zach LaVine, might as well. And same with like Colin Sexton. We'll chuck Colin a deal. If the Cavs don't match it, then hopefully we can grab him. I think those are the only 2 guys that I kind of want to go after. Do we have anyone on bird rights? We do have Josh Jackson, Rodney McGruder. Don't care too much. So hopefully we can get him. We get Colin Sexton or Zach LaVine. So I'm going to go Colin Sexton. If he gets matched, I'm going to be upset. But hopefully he doesn't get matched by the Cavs. They don't match it. We just got ourselves Colin Sexton, my guys, which makes a lot more sense more than Zach LaVine. So we've brought Colin Sexton to the Pistons, play alongside Cade Cunningham. We've got a decent team, you know. We've got Jalen Duran, who's going to probably become our first starting center behind Isaiah Stewart. So our starting 5 is Cunningham, Sexton, Sadiq, Jeremy, and Stewart. It's not bad. And then we have Duran, Diallo, Saban Lee, Frank Jackson, or Killian Hayes off the bench. We need some more forwards off this bench. We can make this happen. I don't know any younger forwards that we could maybe bring in. Miles Bridges. We're the only team that's offered him a deal, so hopefully he accepts it and he doesn't get matched as well. We've had a lot of luck with restricted free agency right now. We've got Colin Sexton and Miles Bridges, both on longer term deals. So we've got plenty of guards. We got plenty of guards. We got forwards, power forwards, centers. We're fine. We should be alright now. And look at all these green arrows, bro. I love green arrows. So yeah, rotation of Cunningham, Sexton, Bay, Grant, and Stewart. I like. We then have Bridges, Diallo, Duran, and Lee off the bench. I'm not sure if I'm going to play Killian or Lee. I'm actually going to play Killian. Cunningham, and then I'm going to go Sexton, and then I'm going to have to put Jeremiah Grant. We are going to either run a balanced or a pace and space system. I think we're running a balanced system this year, boys, and this year we are projected to be the 15th seed. If we make playoffs in season number 2, that's a big off season, bro. Yo, what up, Luca? You're on your MVP shit now? Cool. Oh, definitely averaging 26, 8.8, 9.6. Goddamn. Boys, we went 45 and 37, finished as a 6th seed, which means we're guaranteed a playoff spot. Colin Sexton was our leading scorer with 23.7, 3, and 5.6. Beautiful, Colin. That's what we brought you here to do, mate. And then Cade Cunningham, 22, 5.9, 5.6, 1.4 steals, and half a block a game. Where do we need to get better? Let's have a look as a team where we should try and improve. Offensively, we need to improve on our offense. We were the 10th best offense, and I'm assuming our defense was one of the worst. So yeah, we need to improve on the defensive end. Like I said, I don't expect anything huge. If we can maybe win 2 games on Boston, I think it's a dub. We get swept in the first round. You guys couldn't see that, but we lost in 4 to the Celtics. We made the playoffs. That's a big step for us, coming from bottom of the East to the 6th best team in the East. It's a step up. We've got 3 more years to go. The Bucks go on to win, I think, the 3rd straight title. Giannis, Finals MVP. I'm fine with Dwayne Casey as being our head coach still, by the way. I don't really want to go through all of these, so I'll just let the computer do it. Can we trade our first round pick this year? Yes, we can. If I can go to like 5 or something, that'd be ideal. I'll give you 22 and this Bulls top 10 protected pick. Plus, also, I'll chuck in a couple of seconds. 3rd second? Okay, I'm going to have to chuck in a third first round pick, mate. Okay, maybe the 5th overall pick's a bit too far. Maybe we go to like 7. And for this one, I'll give up 2 firsts and 2 seconds. Chuck in another 2nd round pick. We have no more seconds. And I don't want to give up anybody here that's under contract. We're either going to have to risk it and go for a 3rd first. And like a 2nd. There we go. We got the 7th overall pick. Hopefully we can do something with it. If I can get a backup shooting guard for Colin Sexton, I think we should be okay if I can get a backup shooting guard. So back up to Shaden Sharp. Yeah, you know what? You work for me, my boy. If you develop into something crazy, good for you, but you're going to be coming off our bench for the rest of the video. Let's have a look. Bird rights. We need to re-sign Jeremy Grant. He's a big part of this team. We got bird rights on the man. We'll offer him his 5-year extension. Yeah, you've been a big part of this rebuild. You stuck around. You can definitely come back, my guy. And I don't think we can actually re-sign Diallo. At the moment, our starting small forward is Sadiq Bey still. And because we can't re-sign our man, we're going to have to go after like a more veteran type of player, like Kelly Oubre. I think Kelly Oubre will fit this team nicely. He's a scorer. We can use him off the bench as a small forward. Works for me. Let's go to progression. Jeremy, mate, why have you gone down 1 overall? We just gave you a 5-year extension and you're going down 1. Can't be having that. Besides from that, everyone else has green arrows. We will be running a 10-man rotation this year, by the way. Cunningham, Sexton, Bey, Grant, Stewart, starting 5. We then have Bridges, Lee, Duran, Oubre Jr., and Shaden Sharp off the bench. Kind of wanted to start Jalen Duran, but he seems to not be progressing, sadly. Jeremiah Grant, still our third scoring option. What's the coach looking like? Still don't have any 4-star systems, so we'll stick to the balanced system. And this year, the Pistons are projected 8th. That's pretty dope. Let's see what happens. In case you're wondering why we keep skipping over the All-Star break, it's because we have no All-Stars. Luka, mate, what's up? How you doing, my guy? Second MVP in a row, I think that is. Jalen Green, 6th man. Who'd the Rockets bring for Jalen Green to be the 6th man? I don't know how he's the 6th man, bro. This year we went 50 and 32. We finished as the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, bro. How crazy is that? Cade dropped 24.3, 6 and 6.5 on a steal and a half a game. Then Sexton dropped 23. 15.3 for Jeremy, 10 for Kelly Oubre. Durant dropped almost 10 as well. So I think he might almost be ready to take the starting position away from Stewart. Although I do kind of want to play Stewart there for a little bit longer. Let's see if we improved our team on the defensive end, shall we? Offensively, we were the 4th best team. Our defense was still one of the worst defenses in the league. Somehow we were the 1 seed though in the East. Let's have a look who we're taking on. Look, the 76ers, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. They've got Kevin Love now. Tyrese Maxey's at the 2, Alec Burks at the 3. Let's go game by game, and I have a feeling we're going to lose in the first round again as the 1 seed, because that sounds about right. Game 7, we lose in 7 to the Philadelphia 76ers in the first round. The Hornets going to win the championship. LaMelo Finals MVP. Good on you, LaMelo. Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duran, both of those guys coming back. Free agency. Who do we need to re-sign? I know we need to re-sign with Sadiq. Who else is here? Re-sign Stewart, Saban Lee. All right, we have a couple of big contracts we got to fork out. So Isaiah Stewart, I'll give him a 5-year. If he wants to come back on like 19 million a season, I'll give him a player option as well. Sadiq Bey, again, I'll offer you 5 years, but you know, you want to come back on 14? Let's go. I'll go 14 and a half for Sadiq, yeah? With a player option. There you go. And then Saban Lee will give you that 5-year 10 mil. We'll go 10 and a half mil. That seems to be his forte. So we get all 3 of those back. Rates. A couple of them are on 1-year deals. That's not fair. But Saban Lee comes back on a 4-year 47. How much cap do we have? Not a lot. Sign Chris Boucher though. We'll sign Chris. Mate, come to the team. Use you in a trade later in life. So what's our roster looking like? We got 2 point guards. We got 2 shooting guards. We got 2 small forwards. We got 2 power forwards. And 2 centers. We're looking to improve on the defensive end. Chris Boucher helps us out with a trade. I might pair him with Kelly Oubre and try and get Jonathan Isaac. All right, let's have a look. We're looking to bring in an absolute defensive unit in Jonathan Isaac. I will give you Chris Boucher. December 22nd. Can I do this with just Kelly Oubre? I'll give you our pick this year. I'll give you the Rockets pick in 2027. There we go. We just got Jonathan Isaac without having to give up Chris Boucher. Isaac is, of course, going to be our starting small forward. That means Sadiq's going to the bench. We now have a Cunningham, Sexton, Isaac, Bridges, and Stewart starting 5. Jeremiah Grant, Jalen Duran, Sadiq Bey, and Chris Boucher, Saban Lee off the bench. Jeremiah Grant's come to the bench. They want to start Miles Bridges. All right. Meaning I'm going to give Isaiah Stewart our 3rd scoring option rights. Our balance system's gone up to 4 stars. I like it, mate. We'll run it. Let's see where we're projected this year. We've gone down. Shit, we have gone down. Have we gone down? Am I blind? No, we've gone up to the 6th seed. I am blind. All right, cool. We've gone up to the 6th seed. Hey, yo, boys, for the first time in this video, we have an all-star. Big up Cade Cunningham, 1-time all-star. He's the only all-star, but we got an all-star this year. Luka, what's up, my guy? Putting up 37 and 10. You know, normal Luka things. Cade Cunningham, All-NBA 2nd team. That's my boy. All-NBA 2nd team. We went 53-29, finished as a 1 seed. Let's have a look at the stats, shall we? Cunningham dropped 26.7, 6 and 8 on a steal and a half a game steal. Sexton dropped 21, 3 and 5. Stewart dropped 13, 8 and 1.5. Grant dropped 13, and then Duran dropped about 11 as well. Hopefully, we got better on defense with Jonathan Isaac on our team, hopefully. Offensively, we were the 3rd best. Our defense did improve tremendously. We were a top 10 defense, which is what we were trying to do last season. It didn't seem to work, but we brought in Jonathan Isaac to help our defense out. We're taking on the Brooklyn Nets in the 1st round, who still have Kyrie, Harden, and Durant. And Capella now, so I would not be surprised if we lose in the 1st round here, boys. Game 1's an L. Game 2's a dub. Game 3's an L. Game 4's an L. Game 5's a dub. Game 6 is dub. We somehow came back from 3-1 down. I'm going to move my face cam here so you guys can actually see. So we got the Hawks in the 2nd round. This is the furthest we've been on video. We're taking on Trae Young, John Collins, and Onyeka Okongwu. Can we outgun them? Game 1's an L. Game 2's a dub. Game 3's a dub. Game 4's a dub. Game 5's a dub. We're through to the Eastern Conference Finals, taking on these Orlando Magic, who we literally just traded with to make our defense better. Game 1's a W though. Game 2's an L. Game 3's a dub. Game 4's a dub. Game 5's a dub. We're through the NBA Finals, lad. We're taking on the Thunder, funnily enough, who still have Shea. They've got Josh Giddey. Yes, sir. On paper, our team looks a lot better, but it is the Thunder. Game 1's an L. Game 2's 2's an L. Why'd I have to open my mouth? We're down 3-0. This is only the 4th season, though. If we get swept, we have one more season. At least we have finals experience now. I can't believe we got swept in the finals, bro. So this is coming into our last season. Sexton has declined. Same with Miles Bridges. No, boys, come back. I'll pay you. We have to pay Cade Cunningham as well. That season was our last good one. Look at all these free agents, fam. Oh, this is going to be rough. Cade Cunningham, of course, we got to bring back. He's our cornerstone piece, my guy. Cade Cunningham, Colin Sexton, bro. Come on. I'll give you 35 million. I will pay you to come back. And Isaiah Stewart, my guy. Actually, Jonathan Isaac, you're more important, I think, than Isaiah Stewart. But Miles Bridges, you want to come back on a 5-year, 19 million, and then the same with Stewart, we'll give him a 24 million, and Sadiq 15 4-year. Come on, please tell me we can afford everyone, and everyone decides to come back. I think we got everyone, boys. I think we got everyone. We're running it back, boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did say we're going to trade Chris Boucher, didn't I? If we go Chris Boucher and Sharp, or, Malik Beasley, that could also work as a backup too. So if we look at Dick Towns and like a first, no, we go Saban Lee and Dick Towns maybe. You know what? I'm quite happy to throw the kitchen sink here. Could we maybe trade for Fred VanVleet off the bench? That works for me. Freddie VanVleet is now coming off of our bench. So we got Cunningham, Sexton, Isaac, Bridges, Stewart as a starting 5. I'm okay with it. Jalen Duran, Malik Beasley, Sadiq Bey, Fred VanVleet, and Jeremiah Grant off of our bench. We're so deep.
That's what she said.
We got Mike Budenhauser as our head coach. I did just kind of sim over it, but I'm fine with that. Cunningham, I'm going to go Sexton and then no preference as our 3rd. Want to run a defensive system? We'll run a balance, bro, because look at that. That's 4.5 stars. We're definitely running a balance system. And this year, the Detroit Pistons are projected to be 8th. Okay, we've gone down a little bit. That's fine. Let's simulate this last season. Hopefully, if we don't make playoffs this last season, I might have a hissy fit. We got Cade Cunningham as an all-star starter this year, but still, he's our only all-star. Paolo MVP. Okay, I think he's been in the league for 4 seasons, but good on you, winning MVP. Carl Towns, still 6-man. Giannis defensive. Mikey Williams, most improved. Fair enough, my guy. All-NBA 3rd team goes to Cade Cunningham as a 98 overall. And guess what? We were the 1 seed this year with a 54-28 record. I think that's the 2nd time we've had that. Again, Cade dropped 26.3, 5.3, 7.2, and is still in a bit of game. Sexton dropped off a little bit with 21, and Duran did alright. Beasley, Bridges, Stewart, VanVleet, Sadiq, Grant, and Isaac. And our team stats, offensively, we were the best team offensively. Our defense, was it still a top 10? No, it was just outside the 10 with 17th, so about 13th best defense. But see who we've taken on the first round. It's the Raptors. That's got Scoot Henderson, Jaden Hardy, Alexei Pokuevsky. Smash that. Scotty Barnes and Precious Achua. Maybe. I don't think I want to get too confident, because I have a feeling if I get confident, I'm going to lose. Speaking of, we're down 2-1. Series is tied 2 apiece, and we're down 3-2, and we lose in the first round. So that's... Yay! I'm so happy there's not a forfeit, because I spent an hour doing this rebuild, and I'm happy there's no forfeit for this one. In the end, we had a decent team of Cunningham, Sexton, Duran, who probably would have started over Stewart this year. Isaac, who's still an 85 overall. Bridges, Sadiq, Beasley, Grant, VanVleet. We had a deep team. Apparently, it's not enough to beat the Raptors. They have a pretty deep team as well. All right, we can't diss too much. They have a deep team as well. Yeah, that's really going to do it for today's video, guys. Like I said, I'm so glad there's not a forfeit at the end of this rebuild, because I would have probably jumped off a bridge if I had to. Anyway, if you've made it this far in the video, like the video, that'll be sick. Subscribe if you haven't. Trying to hit 25k. Support recently has been crazy, so thank you guys so much for that. And I don't think there's really anything else to say. Oh, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Discord. All that stuff's down in the description below. Would mean a lot. And yeah, I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Subscribe!